y'all, I just got this big box of stuff from e.l.f. Cosmetics. So we're going to try out a few of these new products today. So first we're going to start with this daily moisturizer. And this is new, and it has purified water, vitamin E, and jojoba in it. So the directions say to massage a small amount of the moisturizer into the hands and then gently apply to the face and neck. So it has a pump action on it, and one pump is certainly a lot of product. I'm going to rub it between my fingers, and we are going to moisturize the face. The smell is pretty mild. I would say if it had any kind of smell to it, it'd be a little bit closer to like a suntan lotion or a sunscreen type smell, but it's very mild. My face does feel moisturized. It does not feel greasy. It does not feel oily in any way. What do we want to try next? Alright, next let's use the e.l.f. Hydrating Under Eye Primer. This is also a newer product. The packaging says, primes under the eye to help prevent concealer from settling into fine lines and wearing off. So what we're going to do is we are going to put this only on one eye. That way we can see once we're finished with all my makeup how the difference looks. Okay, so this is the tube. It has a little pump spray. You definitely don't want to press down all the way. I'd probably only press down halfway because you get a decent size amount here. And we are going to go ahead and rub this into my eye area and prime that under eye. We are going to let that sit and settle in for a second, and then I will pull you in closer so you can see if you can tell a difference between the hydration of this eye versus this eye. Okay, so I don't really see a difference between the two eyes with primer. It looks a little darker on this side, but that's only because my light's not quite even. My window's over here. Even though I have box lights set up, it's still not quite even because there still is more light from this side. So, sorry about that. What I can notice about the primer, though, is this side seems to have a little bit more shimmer than this side, and I can certainly feel the hydration. So now that we have the face moisturized and my under eye primed, I guess it's time to go ahead and try some foundation out. And I got a new e.l.f. foundation, which I've actually never used an e.l.f. foundation before now. So I'm excited to give this one a shot. e.l.f. foundation is definitely affordable. I will list the prices below for you. This is an acne fighting foundation, and I got it in the color Buff. And it is 1 fluid ounce, which most foundations are 1 fluid ounce. Let's just go ahead and squirt some out on my hand. Just want you to be able to see the consistency here. It's a liquid foundation, and the consistency is on the thinner side, but not like watery. It's definitely not watery. I'm going to get a mirror here and a brush. And we are going to buff this into my face. Starting to think that this foundation would probably be better applied with a sponge. But we already started with a brush, so we're going to keep going with the brush. Okay, so we have the foundation applied to this half of my face, and this side is still natural. So let me pull you in a little closer. So I would consider this to be a medium to full coverage foundation. So yeah, overall, so far I'm pleased with this foundation. Coverage wise, it covered pretty well. Let's go ahead and cover this side. Okay, so we have the foundation fully applied to my face here. And overall, I am pretty happy with this foundation. We'll definitely wear it throughout the day, see how it wears, see if it starts to break down. You never know. So the next item I typically do is going ahead and putting concealer under my eyes. Unfortunately, I do not have an e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer, so I am going to go ahead and use my It's Cosmetic concealer that I just got in one of my subscription bags. The concealer we are using is the Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination by It's Cosmetics. And this stuff is thick. I was going to show it close, but the camera won't let me. Let's go ahead and dab this on. I look crazy. I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of this to highlight on my forehead and the bridge of my nose as well. Alright, now that we are concealed and highlighted, we look a little crazy, but that's okay. We won't by the time we're done. Next, we are going to use this e.l.f. Cosmetics HD powder. I don't necessarily think that this is a new powder. It says better design, same amount of powder. So I think they just redesigned maybe how they package it or how you get it out on the inside. I have used this once already, so I did already peel it, but it's got a shifter on one side and not on the other. And it comes with this little poof to put on your face. And like I said, I've used this before. And and I think that there's too much on my sponge, on my little poof, so we're going to just dab around before we start patting in. I did not bake my eyes or put this under my eyes yet, and that's because we also have an e.l.f. Under Eye setting powder, so I want to use this particularly under my eyes today so we can test it out as well. This HD powder, though, I actually really like it. I like that it is translucent. It doesn't add more color to my face. And it gives a pretty matte, smooth finish. So overall, I've really been pleased with this product. Alright, so this HD powder here for under eyes, it says, light diffusing powder helps camouflage fine lines, dark circles, and imperfections. Silky powder adds a velvety finish perfect for wearing alone or setting cream concealer. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use it on this cream concealer that I've put under my eyes. So the label says it is sheer, but as you can see, it is kind of like a pearl essence, so it has some illuminating qualities to it. It also comes with this little tiny brush for putting it under your eyes. I feel like this will take forever, so I'm going to grab another brush. So I'm going to apply it under my eyes using this AOA Studio brush. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this. This is the eye that I put the primer on, and you can see the concealer is separating slightly, but look at this side. I mean, wow, it's like really creasing under the eye. I'm going to blend it in a little bit. And now we're going to go ahead and set both eyes with this under eye setting powder. Okay, so we're going to let that settle in for a minute. Just because I feel like with under eye products, a lot of times you have to let it settle into the skin for a second before you get a true feeling of how well it's going to cover. Okay, so while I was letting that settle under my eyes, I did go ahead and do a little slight contour using this Bahama Mama that I got in one of my beauty bags this month. And then I did my blush with this Nina Dakar blush that I got in a bag this month. Both of these products I really am happy with. I think they both worked really well, especially the Bahama Mama. It's definitely a nice, cool bronzer color, which is the kind that I like. And then just to moisturize my lips, I did put on this Clinique lip balm that is slightly tinted. So that's what I just put on my face, and now we need to do something with these eyes. When I ordered my products from e.l.f. Cosmetics, I got 3 additional products for free, and I don't remember what all of them were, but this was one of them for sure. And it is a baked eyeshadow palette. So this is the Californian e.l.f. baked eyeshadow palette, and I've tried to use this before and I've struggled a little bit with it. I don't use a lot of baked shadows. I've recently purchased some, but I don't use a lot of them. As you can see, finger swatch wise, like this one's gray, and like it's hard to get pigment off of it. So I read online that you can scratch it a little bit and scrape off the top, use setting sprays, things like that. So we're about to experiment and see what we can do with these on my eye. But before I can put on any eyeshadow, I need to put a concealer on my eyelids because my eyes will crease horribly bad if I don't. So the one I'm going to use today is from Too Faced, and it is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I got this eyeshadow primer with my, who is she? I can't think. Nikki Tutorials. I got it with my Nikki Tutorials palette. It's been a little while. Okay, bring you in a little bit closer. Hopefully my camera will stay in focus, because the closer you are, the less it wants to focus. So I'm going to go ahead and try to prime my eyelids using this color here. And it doesn't have color names on here, so it's this middle kind of goldy one. And I'm telling y'all, like, nothing comes off. I guess I'm going to try scrubbing it with a spoolie to get some powder fall off. This is too much work for an eyeshadow, in my opinion. So next I'm bringing this color into my inner eye, and again I had to scrape it with a brush to be able to get any kind of color, period. This is taking way too long to put on some eyeshadow, y'all. Now we're going to try to darken it up a little bit more, and I'm going to use this color here, and we're going to scrub it again with a brush. Okay, so this is the eyeshadow look that I came up with because I'm done. It's taking way too long to try to use this eyeshadow. I don't see myself ever using this. I'm glad that it was free and that I did not buy it. Next, we'll go ahead and use this e.l.f. eyeliner. And this says it's a waterproof eyeliner. It is supposed to be smudge-free, budge-free eyeliner, long-lasting, offers fabulous precision with a smooth pen applicator. Okay, this has an interesting shape to it. It goes thinner in the middle and then gets a little wider. And let's see the tip. Alright, so it does have a pretty fine marker tip. Alright, let's go ahead and give this a shot. Okay, so that worked pretty well. However, I personally would prefer a tip that's going to bend more of a brush than a marker, just because I like to be able to like smoothly go in there versus the hard tip. But overall, I mean, it seems to be working. It is not creasing when I open my eye. So let's go ahead and get the other eye finished. Alright, so we have both eyes eyeliner done. I'm still trying to perfect the winged eyeliner look, so I went ahead and did a small wing today. But now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit to my underwater line. Normally I'll use a pencil eyeliner, but we're testing this out today, so let's go ahead and test it out. Okay, so far I'm really impressed that it is not bleeding into my contact lenses and seems to be staying on the waterline. So that's pretty impressive for this little eyeliner. So next we are going to apply this e.l.f. Volumizing Mascara. My gut's telling me that I probably am not going to be the biggest fan of this mascara, just because I'm really picky when it comes to mascara. Alright, so before we can apply our mascara, we need to curl the eyelashes. Okay, my eyelashes are now curled, and I used that eyelash curler I got from Shop Miss A, and man did it curl it, because when I open my eyes, I can feel them touching my eyelids, and I have no eyelashes, so pretty impressed with that. Here goes everything. Can y'all even see anything? Because I can barely see anything. Yeah. kind of what I was expecting because I'm pretty picky when it comes to mascara. So we're going to go ahead and use the It's Cosmetics Superhero on this eye, and then we can compare the differences. So this eye is one coat of the e.l.f. mascara, and this is one coat of the It's Cosmetics Superhero mascara. Can you tell which one I think looks better? This one. So I'm going to go ahead and do both eyes with my Superhero mascara real quick. Okay, so both eyes now have my Superhero mascara, which is way better than the e.l.f. Cosmetics one. And the last product that I got that I believe is new to e.l.f. or its new formula is the e.l.f. Cosmetic Misting Setting Spray. So let's go ahead and set this face. Woo! I might have went a little overboard, and maybe I shouldn't be doing that next to my camera. I'm hoping that I didn't just get setting spray all over the camera lens. But I did test this out the other day, and it did help my makeup last longer. So I think this is a great buy for the price from e.l.f. The mascara, again, is one that I would pass on. I would not purchase this mascara or suggest you purchase this mascara. The foundation, actually I was pleasantly surprised with this foundation. The consistency was good. It went on well. I did use probably twice as much as I would of my, say, Urban Decay All Nighter foundation to get the same kind of coverage. But then again, this is literally what, like an eighth of the cost. This might be $6 versus $42 for the Urban Decay one. So it's 8 hours later, and I think that this foundation's really held up great. The under eye setting powder, honestly, I don't know if this one actually does anything for me. I think if you set your under eye using the full HD powder, it's going to be about the same. This has a little bit of illuminating into it. This one does not, but you know, you can be the judge on that. I mean, I'm happy with this, but I don't know if it's necessary to spend the money on it. You might be able to just use this. This eyeliner, I definitely like this eyeliner, and I think that this would be a good purchase if you like a marker eyeliner. It's a good price. The under eye hydrating primer, I think this is definitely a good buy. I feel like this under eye feels better than this under eye. This under eye I've had to, just in this filming this video, I've had to re-smudge underneath my eye because I'm getting more creasing than I am on this eye. Okay, I think everyone knows how I feel about this eyeshadow. This eyeshadow I do not like. I would not rebuy it. I do not suggest it. And then finally, the face moisturizer. I think this is a great face moisturizer. I typically use a Revlon one, and I spend about $30 a bottle on that. And this one is so much more affordable. I don't remember the price, but I'll put it right here. But this one's so much more affordable, and so far I've really liked it. I have used this moisturizer for a few days now, and it has done great. So, well, those are all of the new products that I got from e.l.f., and I hope you guys enjoyed me testing them out instead of just going over them and talking to them with you guys. Well, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. I am hoping to get to 500 subscribers within the next month, and once I do, I will have a new giveaway for you guys. So definitely go ahead and subscribe so that way you'll know when that giveaway is coming up as well. Well, thank you guys so much, and you have a wonderful afternoon. Bye!